we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to Brown. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Hurricanes are flying down the field. 22. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Upshaw. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You know, with defense is this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Appalachian State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simpkins. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full...
Breaks into the open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got it in the middle, it's Charles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets away from one, finds some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Bring in the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got it in the middle, it's Carr. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Simpkins. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Oh, better look out! And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding its blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy.
Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, and it fell incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Canes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense...
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to pop a run on the draw. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Carr. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Mountaineers are on the move. To the air on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Tulsa is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lawson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the run, it's Lewis. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
You know, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
That's caught. It's Carr. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? This offense has it with really good field position. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Lawson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And to sell out and bring a blitz like that on 3rd and inches and then to have it pay off with a sack, oh, this defense makes a play.
Gotta love the aggressiveness, gotta love the onions, just to bring the blitz, not worry about it. I don't care about the back end. I don't care about them throwing the football, and they end up throwing the football on 3rd and short. Nice play, forcing the 4th down.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He'll throw it. With the catch, it's Upshaw. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! Touchdown, Miami! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Split backs here. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
To the ground, he's got it again. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Back's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Touch pass on the run. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And nothing doing there. The defense was ready, and they'll turn it over on downs. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking the deep shot. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.